Hi everyone, welcome back to another cut above with Chris. Going for a head and the face shave today. It will be sort of rather quick-ish. So I'll do the head shave first, get stuck into the face shave. So, well, cheek shave and neck shave, which is pretty boring for you guys, I can imagine. Just get my mirror sorted out over there. There we go, I can see nicely now. Now, few bit of updates. It's my wife's birthday today, so we've sorted a few things out, but I am working today, so I'm heading out to work in a couple of hours. It's also grand final day over here in Australia, so it's West Coast Eagles versus Collingwood, and hopefully the West Coast Eagles win. I'm more, to be honest, a Fremantle Dockers person. I don't watch AFL, but if I had to pick a team it would be Fremantle Dockers, so sorry Eagles fans. So I'm going to be using Lather Bros Devils on the field, as Manchester United are also playing today. Now, an update on 2019. We have just booked our flights. Oh, sorry, I'm using my Leo Frio Manchester United brush as well, as you can see. We've just booked our flights back to the UK. So we fly out on June 23rd, 2019, back to Scotland. We actually arrive in Scotland in the afternoon of the 23rd, I think, the way the time difference works and everything. So we fly out really early in the morning on the 23rd, and then arrive late in the afternoon in Scotland on the 23rd. So, looking forward to that. We have also booked up to fly out to Canada for 2 weeks, from the 26th of June to the 10th of July. So 14 days in Canada. I cannot wait. I'm hoping to actually, I think Sean Mullen over at Moyle Grooming is going to try and sort some sort of meet up, maybe at top of the chain or something like that. So any of you guys over in Canada or near to Canada, if you want to pop, I don't know how easy it is to just cross the border for for a shave meet up, I don't know. But I'm assuming top of the chain are in Toronto. It'll be somewhere sort of in the main areas, I would think. So it'll be interesting to see if we can get a bit of a turnout. It'd be good to meet a few of the guys, especially the guys that watch the channel. But just in general, just to have a shave meet up. Right, just wet my head. Now I do have pre-shave on today. I did stick some Furbo on pre-shave. I might just turn, I'll just leave the light on. I'm freaking knackered as well. I didn't get in until gone three in the morning, and then I was back up early for the wife's birthday to open her presents. It's around about 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I haven't been back to bed yet. So it's going to be a tiring day. I'm hoping the Eagles win, just so that we get a hopefully a nicer crowd tonight on the trains. It's a strange setup over here, I have to say, for sports like the AFL. So you play a full season. You don't even play every team an even amount of times. I can't remember what it is exactly. But like in the Premier League, in soccer, you play every team twice, home and away. Over here, you don't play every team twice. Sometimes you play the same team 3 times and you only play another team once. I think that's how it works. It is absolutely crazy. I've never heard anything like it. And you might play one team away twice and not actually ever play them at home, so you lose the home advantage. And given that Australia is such a big place, you've got to catch a flight all the way over to the eastern states to play most of these teams. So for the Eagles and the Dockers, it's not that great. And also the final, which is on today, gets played at the MCG. And if you haven't heard of the MCG, it's Australia's biggest stadium. It's enormous. I think it's the biggest one, 100,000 capacity. It's one of the biggest stadiums in the world. Absolutely humongous. But they have the rights to host the grand final for the next 100 years or something crazy like that, I think. This lad is insane. So, not only do the Eagles have to fly all the way over there, generally they're playing against a team that's from over there. So they lose the advantage at home straight away. Now Collingwood are probably, out of all the teams that got to the semi-finals, Collingwood's the team that I would say personally, and I'm sure everyone else would agree, that the Eagles would prefer to have played, but at the end of the day it's still a final. So it doesn't matter who you play, you've got to go out there and beat them. So all I'm doing now is just using the above the tie R1 Calypso just to tidy up around my ear, and then I move on to the Omni shaver. Now I have to be honest and say I've had this a few times in my hand, about to clean it up and put it up for sale. But every time I use it I really enjoy it. It's a strange razor because when I used the above the tie R1 stainless, I didn't enjoy it. It wasn't for me a very comfortable shave. However, the aluminium version, for some reason, some strange unknown reason, shaves very, very well. It's really smooth, it's very comfortable, it's very efficient. I mean, that's BBS all around here now, and the other side. So here we go, the Omni shaver. So you can't really see it on this camera because it doesn't focus, but that's what it looks like. It's not very big. It's not very big at all. Just to give you a bit of a comparison, I can just show you this actually. This is a bio drink, one of those little culture drinks. So these are tiny if you've drank them before, like Danone I think they are or whatever. So that's how small it is. It's got 10 blades, as you can see there, 5 on one side, 5 on the other, both point in different directions, and this is just literally a whack it on and away you go. I did shaved my head yesterday, so this is the first time in a while that I've done a daily shave on my head. So it'll be interesting to see if I get any irritation at all from it. It's just such a comfortable shaver really, if I'm honest. Other than the one cut that I encountered a couple of weeks back, I haven't had any issues with it. Now this is shave number 13, I believe, on this one set of cartridges. At this stage, I don't believe that you can actually buy cartridges for it. You can only buy the razor itself. However, to be honest, so far it hasn't showed any signs of slowing up and actually becoming rough or unusable or uncomfortable. If anything, it feels just as good as the first time I used it. Now it does take a little bit of time to get used to. There's no way, and I'll say it over and over again using it, that you can get a BBS head shave with this razor, in my opinion, in less than in under 2 minutes. But could you get an acceptable shave from it in under 2 minutes? Most certainly. If I had to shave my head and get out the door within a few minutes, I could literally chuck some head slick on my head or some Clim gel, just something that's quick and easy that you just throw on that you don't have to lather, and I could be out the door in under 5 minutes. It's that simple to use, and it gives you such good results. I find you can really push quite hard with it without fear of cutting yourself. I mean, I'm pushing quite heavy on my head right now. It just glides. There's no There's no friction. There's nothing that makes you think, oh, that's not good. Nothing at all, it just works. It's such a little ingenious little idea. And I have to say, it blew me away, and it still does using it now. The head blade, superb head shaver. I really enjoy it. But is it better than this? I don't think it is, if I'm honest. For starters, I've got 13 shaves so far on this, and it doesn't feel like it's going to be letting up anytime soon. I think these work out about 15 bucks. Now, of course, to make that 15 bucks worthwhile, really, you're going to have to get between 20 and 40 shaves from this, personally. Because you can get blades for the head blade very cheap. Right, that is a BBS head shave. Nice and simple. All you do now is just rinse it in the water in the sink. To be honest, you can shave a full shave with this without rinsing it. It's amazing how it works. It cleans itself out. All you do is rinse it under some water, give it a shake, a good blow, and I know you can't see that, but they are crystal clear. There's no clogging, it never clogs. I have never clogged it. I've shaved with 13 hairs of growth, 13 days of growth, and it has never once clogged up on me. Right, so that's the head done. Now, normally I would, at the start of the video, I would put when the face shave starts, but I'm not going to with this one because there's a bit of information on this one if you're interested. If you're not, you can scan about and you'll probably find this one eventually. But I'm going to turn this off now. I'm going to flick the camera around, use a rear-facing camera for the face shave. Or will I? Oh God, do you know what? I'll just keep it like this. It's a bigger view, and I tend to sort of put my head in stupid places when I'm shaving my neck and my cheeks for some reason. Well, not shaving my cheeks, I've already done them. So it's just my neck, so what a waste of time this shave is. Anyway, let's fill this sink up. So yes, I'm looking forward to getting to Canada next year. I haven't been to Canada for so long. I've been, I think 6 or 7 times I've been to Canada. I've been really lucky to go to Canada quite a bit. It's where I learned to ice skate, it's where I got my love for ice hockey, it's where I learned to sort of initially play ice hockey. I actually went to hockey camps in Seaforth in Ontario, and I'm actually, well, I was until my grandfather passed away. One of my family members was sort of distant, I think it was like a third cousin or something, I don't know, but Mike Watt, who used to play for Canada as well, and he was a great player. He's actually signed my ice skates, my CCM tacks, which I haven't worn for quite a while. They're actually signed by him. He was a Canadian international and played professional in America and stuff, so really good player and a really nice bloke. Anyway, let's wet the face. Same again, I've got some Furbo on here. I can feel it as soon as I put some water and it activates. Now, it's not an oil-based pre-shave at all. It's pretty much water-based, I believe. The great thing with it is it doesn't repel water, but basically it's not aquaphobic or whatever you call it. I can't even think now, my head's up my arse. So it's just really nice stuff. So got my brush all loaded up already. So it's going to be a waste of soap because there's so much soap on this brush. Such a good knot. Now this is a Magard, a 24mm Magard 2-band. It was set in this knot by Reyes Restores. It used to have a 24mm tuxedo knot. No, it wasn't. It was a game changer knot, but it was set far too low. So it was re-knotted by Reyes, and it is now absolutely superb. So here we go, with the carve, the 3-inch handle, and I've got Persona Lab Blue, 3rd juice. And here we go. Now, this blade for me is a very smooth, very comfortable blade to use. It's sharp, well, they're all sharp. Be pretty shit if they weren't sharp. Right, first shitty little pasta. I am enjoying the beard, believe it or not. I'm really enjoying it. It's just something a bit different. I've got past the itchy stage now. I'm at almost the stage where it's not itchy anymore, but it's prickly. It's sort of curling under and poking your skin, so it's not the most comfortable of stages either. I believe I'm not too far away from the no itch, no scritch, no scratch, no scrub, no nothing. It's this really slick soap. This was commissioned for the channel by the guys over at Lather Bros, and I absolutely love it. It smells like, it's very similar to Barrister Man Petrichor, but it's sweeter, and it's just a really nice grassy sort of scent. It's absolutely, I love it. It's not something my wife likes, but I absolutely love it. Oh, hold on a minute. Look at that little swine. I'm still suffering a little bit with the cold or whatever I've had. I don't know what's been wrong. My throat's still screwed. I'm still sneezing and snorting everywhere. Sounds beautiful, but yeah, I am. It's a lovely shave. Right, pop on some Lather Bros Devils on the Field post-shave balm. Just got a lovely kick of menthol. The scent once again is spot on to the soap. Just a great performing product really. This is the old formula and it's still superb. I'll just rinse the brush off. So yeah, what we're in the process of now is actually looking at where to go in Canada, where to book. We're hoping to go over to Banff, to the Banff Hot Springs, maybe stay in the Royal Canadian for a couple of nights, and obviously do all the things in Toronto, the normal things, the CN Tower, Niagara Falls, Hockey Hall of Fame, all the usual stuff. And then we're out to Seaforth to visit my aunt, who's getting a bit old now, so hopefully she'll still be kicking by the time we get there. So it'll likely be the last time that anyone from my immediate family sees her. She's not got much longer to go, I don't think. Just give me a second. I'm just going to nip this in the bud right now. I've got a few. What are you playing at, Chris? Fucking hell, mate, learn to shave. Now, I haven't been using my Moyle grooming for every shave, and I can tell you right now, I can see the difference in my neck. It's a little bit redder at the moment, due to the fact that I'm not using it, I believe. Well, that's my reasoning behind it getting a bit redder. Right, well, that's sort of healing the nicks up. We go. Start off with this, I suppose. Thurbo pre-shave, really good stuff. Massive bottle, that's going to last a long time. It really works. The soap was Devils on the Field from Lather Bros, Manchester United inspired soap for the channel. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much to the guys at Lather Bros for making it for me. We then started off with the Leo Frio Custom Manchester United brush with a 24mm Magard 2 band, which smells like grass now, but it's a superb brush. Really good knot as well. Started the head shave with the Above the Tie Calypso R1. Excellent razor, really smooth, really comfortable, sharp and efficient. And then we started off, oh yeah, we went on the, oh no, sorry, getting carried away, the Omni Shaver. Great little tool, it really is. I mean, that's 1 day's growth, no rotation, BBS shave, you can't argue. 13 shaves on the one set. And then the face shave was conducted with the Carve, with the C-plate today, 3-inch handle, and the Persona Lab Blue blade on its third use. And we had to finish off with some Lather Bros Devils on the Field, and for the nicks and cuts, Styptic pencil. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed that. In fact, you know what, before I go anywhere, that's pretty much healed up now. I'm going to just rinse that off. Right, now for you guys that don't know, I've ordered some products from Bart's Balms over in Scotland, over in Livingston in Scotland. Now, I picked some of this up. It's called Johnny's Chop Shop Barber Beard Oil. It's pretty much unscented. The ingredients on it, so it's made in the UK, sweet almond oil, isopropyl, myrcetate, olive oil, fragrance, apricot kernel oil, and wheat germ oil. Now, it's not the best of ingredients that I've seen from a beard oil, and does it work any good? It does okay. It's not the best product. It's not as good as the Parasso that I used to have, which I actually gave to a friend not too long ago because I didn't think I would have a beard again for a while. Now, one thing I will say with it is it's slightly thicker than the Parasso, so it does tame the beard a little bit. But like I say, there's no scent. I like things to be scented. Whether it's a beard oil or not doesn't really matter. But it gives the beard a nice shine. It does help soften it up a bit. You can see the sort of shine on there now. And it does, over the next sort of few hours, it will sort of absorb into the skin, absorb into the beard, and then you're not left with any oily feeling or anything like that. At the time, obviously, it's a little bit oily. You can't get away from that, it's an oil. And other than that, that's me done and dusted. Thanks very much for tuning in. Stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.